What's up, you guys? What's up, YouTube? Back today with another video, and this time we're taking a first look at the iPod Touch 3rd generation. As you know, I nearly have all the iPod generations. I'm very close. I just need like 2 more generations to go, and I'd have all of them, so I'll go through them. I have the 1st gen right here, 8 gigabyte. The 3rd gen, which I just showed you, but this is a 32 gigabyte. Can I show you? Right there, 32 gigabyte. I have the 4th gen, 8 gigabyte. You can see that right there. And I have the 5th generation, 16 gigabyte. As you can see there. I think my camera's focusing a little faster nowadays, which is good. So there you go. Now I nearly have all the iPod generations, and that's about it for that. So this is the first look on the 3rd generation 32 gigabyte iPod Touch. This device features a 3.5-inch screen. Not too sure of the the dimensions. No front-facing camera and no rear-facing camera, because the camera wasn't introduced to the iPod lineup. iPod 3rd gen on. Sorry, the camera was introduced to the iPod 4th gen, which is like right after the 3rd gen. So the 4th gen is when they started making the front and rear cameras. So there you go. On the left we have the volume rockers up and down, which are together. As you can see, they aren't separated. On the bottom we have that 30-pin connector with the headphone jack, the standard 3.5mm. At the top, this way, on the left side we have the power lock button, and that's about it. And on the right side we have nothing. On the back we have the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna, the iPod logo right there with the Apple logo, and the specification, in this case 32 gigabyte. Now let's do a quick comparison between this generation, the 3rd gen, and all the other ones I have. So here it is next to the 1st gen. They're about the same, but I'd say, surprisingly, I think they're actually the same. I'll let you judge by, looking at it. I'd say they're both the same. Now the 3rd gen to the 4th gen. Now the 4th gen is much slimmer. Well, no, they're both the same here. Sorry about that. Apparently they look similar. As you can see there. And now for the 5th gen, which is a lot slimmer than the 3rd gen. As you can see, a lot slimmer. And it's a lot more flat too, so that's good. The iPod 3rd and 4th gen feature rounded backs. As you can see, it's rounded, and this one is rounded, as you can see there. So this one is running iOS 5.1.1, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. And yes, this device works. I just got this device today, so it's like, why not do a first look? On the lock screen we have everything. We have the iPod logo up there, the battery far to the right. On the far right, the clock and the date. So you can see that right there. And down here we have the slide to unlock. Double tapping the home button brings up the music control, but in this case I don't have any music because this is freshly restored, I guess you would say. Slide to unlock, and there it is. This is basically a brand new iPod. I just put those apps on it just today. I just got this from a friend just today, so yeah, we traded. So as you can see, just your standard iPod stuff. Contacts, calendar, photos, videos, YouTube, stocks, maps, weather, notes, reminders, clock, game center, newsstand, iTunes, App Store, and settings. This page we have the utilities, which is just calculator and voice memos. Newsstand, I don't have anything. It says you can download magazines and newspapers in the App Store. I don't bother with that. Let's take a look at the settings. Oh, and before we go into that, down here we have messages, mail, Safari, and music. Now, like I said before, this thing is resetted, so there's nothing on here. Home button down below, I forgot to mention that. I keep trying to press the home button twice to bring up the multitasking, but most times I'm a goof and it doesn't work. God. There's the multitasking. Press and hold down an icon and it starts to jiggle, and you can delete it just by pressing the little minus, as you can see there, and it deletes it. Swipe that way and you gain access to your lock and unlock orientation. So as you can see up there, now it's now locked, so you can't do this for watching video. It just remains like this. But I like to have that option like unlocked. And you got your music right here. And yeah. Oh, accidentally opened up Game Center. Alright, now let's go into the settings. Here is the settings. All your basic iPod stuff. General, about. Like I said, this is a 32 gigabyte. The capacity apparently is 28.4. Available is 28 gigabytes and 5.1.1. Model MC008LL. And yeah, the name is iPod Touch. I didn't bother to set a name for it. 0 songs, 0 videos, 0 photos, 1 application, as you saw. Yeah. You have your options down here for reset. Reset all settings, erase all content and settings. Reset network settings, reset keyboard dictionary, home screen layout, and location warnings. The iPod 3rd Gen can get Wi-Fi, obviously. The iPod Touch 1st Gen and up, all generations can get Wi-Fi. As you guys know, I don't really know why I brought that up. You guys all know. With the iPod 3rd Gen, however, you can set a wallpaper for the home and lock screens. The 1st and 2nd generation you can't. You can only set it as the lock screen. But whereas the 3rd generation, you can set it as both the home and lock screen. As you clearly saw in the home screen, I have a wallpaper. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, you can switch between your wallpapers, whichever one fits your needs. In my case, the original. That's what I have it set to. Going back, iCloud, I still need to sign in. Brightness, you have your auto brightness. Highest setting is still pretty bright, as you can see, but I like to keep mine around right there. What else? Safari, search engine, yada yada, Yahoo, Google, Bing. Sorry for this long video. I hardly know what I'm talking about because I know very little about iPods, but yet a lot. But yet more than most people, I guess. Yeah, store, Apple ID. What else? iTunes and Wi-Fi sync. To enable Wi-Fi syncing with iTunes, connect to iTunes on your computer using a cable and click sync over Wi-Fi connection. Don't need to do that, but you can do that. As I said, notification center right there. Notifications. Sort apps by manually or time. This is what's in my notification center. Just this. Just those. All 5. Not in my notification centers right there. Yeah. You can edit that to whatever you like. What else? I'm guessing that pretty much does it for the review. That's all that's all I'm able to talk about. That's all I know about this device. Yeah, that's it for that. Now I wanted to show you guys something that I might be doing a video on. I don't know what it's gonna be about on the device, but just thought I'd share it with you. Oh, you saw it right there. But my friend, he's not a friend anymore, I guess you would say, because I traded a phone that's really nice, and it's not really that expensive compared to this device that I have right here. But it was a really good phone. It was the Motorola Moto G. For my video that I made, as you know, that one, the one that has the lollipop update, I traded, well, he wanted to borrow that for a couple minutes, just test it out at his friend's house. This was maybe roughly about, I don't know, 5 or so hours ago. He said he was going to return it in a couple minutes, but that never happened, so apparently he took it from me. This is one of my longest videos for right now, apparently. It's at 10:57 and still going. Alright, so he never came back, but when he came back after we traded for the 3rd gen here, he brought back another phone, and he brought this an iPhone 5, but not just any iPhone 5, an iCloud locked iPhone 5. Check it. As you can see, totally iCloud locked. It displays flawless. As you can see, this is as far as I can get. I tried to go on a network today while we were out. As you can see, it says next up there. You can connect to iTunes, but it won't do anything. See right there. It fully works. Touchscreen works. English, United States, and yeah, iPhone 5. You guys all know what an iPhone 5 looks like. No need to explain it. But yeah, here's this case that it came with. Just a brown case, which I might replace sometime. Boy, this video's long. But to show you again, here it is without the case, the iPhone 5 black version, as you can see. Not sure the gigabytes. I think it's I'm guessing, but 16 gigabytes. I don't know. There's a camera right there, and yeah, there's nothing much to say about it. It's iPhone 5. Alright guys, that's gonna do for me in this video. Hope you guys had a good one. I'll catch y'all later.